What's going on, everyone? Welcome to episode 3 of Bowen to Glory. I apologise for no uploads for the past month or so. Been really busy with work and stuff. Stuff seems to be getting in the way, but I've got 3 or 4 episodes going up this week that will get us up to date where we currently are, which is Foot Birthday. So you're going to have to bear with me with a voiceover as these clips are a few weeks old, so it's going to take me a bit to remember what's going on. But yeah, we logged in. It was actually Future Stars. Obviously, the Evo come out, and I was looking at players to do. I was looking at Nico Paz. He was looking really good. I was looking at a few others, but I did actually decide to go with Kenan Yildiz. I thought that was the best player to go with, and it's a bit fun. I haven't come up against him much, to be honest with you. So I thought that was a good option to go with. We also started chaining the Van der Ven. I know before anyone says it, it's not creative at all. But all I'm coming up against is Van der Ven. Obviously, I'm not paid to win. I'm Road to Glory, so I need as much help as I can. We start off with a campaign mix player pick. Lise Malou, not the best. Kostic, not bad. We've still sort of got a little Serie A thing going on in the minute, so that definitely helps. And you're rich. I think it's a no-brainer, to be honest with you. I think we have to go with Kostic. As I said, we're going to be doing Yildiz. We've got a few Serie A players in the team already, so it's only going to help with the chemistry. Yeah, we've got a couple of other player picks as well. I can't actually remember who we get in this one. Let's actually have a look. We'll go through this together. The first one we have João Cancelo. Second one we have I can't even pronounce that. And the third one we have Caicedo. I remember who I go with here. We actually chose Caicedo. Some good Evo potential and also not a bad super sub. So not the end of the world. And then we did complete the Pulisic Team of the Year honourable mention SBC. We needed a right mid, so there wasn't many options, to be fair. Obviously, I don't have many coins at the minute or at this current moment. So I thought it was a no-brainer to go with Pulisic, really. His card looks decent, to be fair. 93 dribbling, 92 pass, 92 pace, 88 shooting, 87 passing with technical plus. Got some good base play styles as well. So he's definitely not a bad option. We did start our first champs. We were 6-0. I've got gameplay from 6-0 forward. So we just do a little live com over that. And yeah, I remember this first champs, I was actually feeling really good. Normally when I play champs on my main account, I have a good team, a very decent team. So I feel like I put a lot of hope on myself to do well. But with the Road to Glory, I just say I felt free. I didn't expect to do well. So I was just going about the games as normal, trying to have a bit of fun with the team, which I know is hard on this game to actually have fun. But I did enjoy myself. It was nice to play with a Road to Glory. Pulisic doing well there to Harry Kewell. A little bit of left, right on the edge of the box. Comes to Bowen, low driven. Bowen's finishing is absolutely unbelievable. You get him anywhere near the penalty area, and the low driven goes in 9 times out of 10. Another nice pass from Harry Kewell to obviously Bowen. Lovely finish, and that was a nice rage quit. Put us to 7-0, I believe. Does he quit? Yes, he does. Believe that takes us to 7-0. 3-1. Nice result. Oh, 9-0, sorry. I don't know what's happened with the recordings here. As I said, this is like nearly a month ago, so it's a bit all over the place. We're 9-1. I remember this game. We come up. I thought this was really cool. We come up against a past and present Roma team. I have not come up against many past and present Roma team, if any, at all. And he obviously takes the lead. A nice goal, to be fair. It was a good finish. This kid was actually very decent. I remember he was actually very decent at the game. Yildiz, Future Stars Evo, as we said, doing a nice bit of work with a finesse shot plus. Just missed. Who's there? Jarrod Bowen, of course. The franchise player, the star player. Moving on. Reinders with the interception. Reinders is really good as well. I want to try and get an upgraded version of Reinders if I can, but this card is doing absolute work at the minute. And this Yildiz card, oh my God, he is an absolute demon. I know I'm doing live com, so I can sort of say he was phenomenal for the few weeks he was in the team. He's still in the team, but for a good 2 to 3 weeks, he was our star man. Him and Bowen was absolutely amazing. Scott McTominay, low driven plus. Easy money. That is easy money. And we're 4-1 up. Nice tackle from Guy back into Yildiz, doing some work through to Bowen. And you know what's going to happen here. Bowen opens in from there. Lovely finish. And that's 5-1 at half time. So I'm not going to fumble this game from here. So there's just a few more goals in it. Some nice work from Harry Kewell on the left into Yildiz. Nice little stop back inside and a nice finesse shot. He is absolutely immense. I can't put into words how good Kenan Yildiz was for me, especially this week when, let's face it, the team wasn't really up to scratch as the teams I was coming up against. But he was absolutely phenomenal. I can't gas him up enough. Look at that. Skill cancel into the low driven from Jared Bowen. And yeah, that's another one. Another W into the victory column. And I can't see what that leaves us on. What is that? And I know I said this geezer was good. It was 8-1. He was actually very decent in the game. But as I said, this week, it just felt mad. It meant so much playing the first foot champs on the road to glory. So I was just on fire, to be honest with you. With 10-1, 4 games remaining. Actually, look, this is basically all the teams I was coming up against. Very decent, very, very decent. All ahead of mine. That Wilson card just causes so much trouble on this game, honestly. But we had some nice work here. Bowen doing what he does. Out to Harry Kewell, another underrated card. Back inside. And who's there? Jared Bowen. I feel like my goal in this series is to get Bowen to 1,000 goals. I haven't really sort of set a goal. I said I wanted to get the best team around Bowen, which is definitely still one of the goals. But I feel like it would be good to end this series with Bowen getting 1,000 goals because he is the main man. This is the reason we're doing all this. And then we go 2-1 down. This Sophia Wilson card, oh my God, she is a demon. People say about Pina, she is 10 times better than Pina. I've never used Pina personally. I've got Wilson on my other account. She's absolutely unbelievable. We got very unfortunate there. And Barbo puts it in. 3-1 down, chasing the game now. And at this point, it was just all out attack. I had to do what I could to get us back in the game. And Bowen goes through. You know how that ends. Another goal for Bowen. He must have got so many goals this weekend. But yes, 3-2. Corner from him. Just letting him run his head. This is poor defending from me. I was sort of just letting him. I thought he was just going to mess about, but got through in the end. Little cutback. Back to Camavinga, inside to Lingard. And that, one of my favourite West Ham players with an absolute dagger. Can we get back in it? It's 4-2. Scott McTominay into Bowen. Look at that. This guy is a joke, mate. This is the man. This is the franchise player. Again, him on the ball. Caicedo, who we got earlier in the episode off the bench. Nice bit of work into McTominay, who then plays it into Reinders. What a lovely finish. 4-4 back in the game. And as you can see, I'm at a bit of disadvantage because my ping is so bad. My Wi-Fi's 250 megabytes, but my ping is so bad. I need to get it sorted. But I say I'm at a disadvantage. It's not that deep. It is what it is. And then Pulisic doing some work through to Yildiz. He's never missing that. He's not going to miss that chance. He is top. And we come out of that game with the W, being down 4-2, 5-4 win. What a result. And we are absolutely charging through. That is 11 wins. I did not think I'd get. To be fair, I was happy to take 9 at the start of the champs run. So we're well over that. So at this point, I was in flow state. Bowen back to Yildiz. These two, it's just a crazy connection. Reinders back into Yildiz. You know how it ends by now. Finesse shot, 3-0 up. Like I said, the football we was playing was just unbelievable. Sometimes you jump on this game and the servers are shit and you can tell the gameplay is bad. The gameplay is always bad, but this foot champs especially, I was just in flow state. I just knew what I was doing. Another lovely finish from Jared Bowen. I would love to have seen how many goals he actually got this weekend because it was a joke, honestly. Look, and that is another rage quit, which puts us on 12 wins. In our first weekend league with the team, 12 wins. So whatever I get, like I said a minute ago, whatever I got after 9 was a bonus. The fact that we're sitting on 12 with a at this point was a 1 week old road to glory was immense. I lost the last game, obviously, as you could tell, I didn't put it in. But now it's into the rewards. I can't really remember what we got from these rewards. So yeah, Allison, not too bad. Fodder. We always take a bit of fodder. These are tradable as well. So Russo, 89, nice. Rodri, 90. I'm sure we took Rodri. Yeah, there we go. So a 90 and an 89, not bad. Inform pack, these are always so shit. Always, I struggle to get walkouts from these team in the week packs. I don't get it. 384s, always. All the time, it's just 384s. But the rewards were decent for 12 wins. 85 times 3. Another walkout. As far as I'm aware, it's just fodder at this point. What was the promo? It was Future Stars, so we was looking for that purple tunnel, but we had no luck as of yet anyway. Another 85 times 3. More fodder, which is good because SBCs. I'm a SBC head. I love doing SBC, so the more fodder into the club, there's icon packs out, there's hero packs out, there's players out, so we never say no to fodder. It would be nice to pack a big card, but we never say no to fodder. Moving on from this pack, Pina, yeah, nice. She definitely might be playing for the club. Future Stars Team 1 guarantee. Who are we going to get? Centre back, Brazil, La Liga, Girona, Victor Reis. I'm sure this guy played for City or plays for Cities on loan. Not a bad card. Be good for Gauntlet, tournaments, other little things. We had another Future Stars guarantee. I'll let it play through. Castro. So, not the best Future Star guarantee packs. I'm not going to lie. But listen, like I said, they'll help in the Gauntlet. They'll help in the tournaments coming up. So, they'll get some use. We then moved on to, I didn't see what that was actually. But anyway, Cam, Brazilian, and WSL. Dabina. I think it's Dabina. As well as a Liverpool player. Who else was that in the back? Allison again. 2 Brazilian. Cat Gunton would like that. And then we had an 84 times 20. Finally see the tunnel. Finally. And of course it would be a duplicate. It had to be a duplicate, as well as someone else. But you saw the club is Aced Alkmaar, so it's only going to be one guy, and that's Schmidt. Football Manager legend, by the way. For anyone that plays Football Manager, get this guy in your team. He's an absolute baller on that game. Can't say the same about FIFA, but yeah, so that was it. The rewards were pretty meh, but it's coins into the club. Don't think I showed you, but I actually sold everything. So we've got a nice amount of coins coming into the club. This is the team that got us to 12 wins. And yeah, like I said, I'm going to get a few more episodes out this week to get us up to date. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.